the place where we cut through the noise, unpack complex topics, and really extract the most important insights for you. Today, we're plunging headfirst into a high profile legal case that has, well, it's captured global attention: the criminal trial of Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah, it really has. And our sources for this deep dive are detailed live updates and recaps from CNN. We're specifically focusing on the prosecution's closing arguments. They just wrapped those up today, June 26th, 2025. It's, their big final push to the jury.
Right. So, our mission here is to really understand the core allegations, grasp the gravity of these legal arguments the prosecution laid out. We want to give you a clear, concise picture of what they claim happened, stripping away the sensationalism to get to the legal heart of it.
Absolutely. And we're talking about some incredibly serious federal charges here: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation for prostitution, serious stuff. The prosecution's challenge, and what we'll explore, is how they tried to connect all these different alleged actions into one sort of cohesive narrative.
That's a huge task. Okay, let's unpack this then. The prosecution's closing, it painted a stark and frankly pretty damning picture. They directly urged the jury, basically said it's time to hold Sean Diddy Combs accountable. It's not just about individual incidents for them, is it?
No, absolutely not. Prosecutor Christy Slavic, she opened by calling Combs the leader of a criminal enterprise. That's like the foundation right there. They're trying to frame every single alleged act as part of a bigger systematic pattern.
And her core point was that up until now, Combs had allegedly gotten away with these things.
Yeah.
Because of his money, his power, his influence. That's what she said. It feels like they're tackling that public perception head on, the idea that he's been untouchable.
Precisely. Yeah. This big accusation sets the stage, gives context for every charge, every piece of evidence. They need the jury to see a pattern, not just, separate events.
Okay, so speaking of charges, Combs pleaded not guilty: racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, potentially life in prison if he's convicted on everything. What are the specific counts they outlined? And how do they tie back to this criminal enterprise idea?
Right. So they laid out 5 specific counts. And what's really crucial here is understanding how things like transportation for prostitution or forced labor, they're considered predicate acts. These predicate acts fall under the big umbrella of the racketeering conspiracy charge.
Predicate acts like the building blocks.
Exactly. Think of it like building a wall. Each brick is a predicate act, one of the underlying crimes, and they all build up the whole structure, which is the racketeering charge.
Okay, that's a really helpful way to think about it. So, with that framework, how did the prosecution actually try to prove these things to the jury? Let's dive